From the Joker's elite scoring that allows him to rack up points like crazy, to him being able to drain shots in the clutch like they're nothing, this is why Nikola Jokic is one of the best NBA players yet. The Serbian brings a lot to the table, but his ability to score dozens of points is easily one of his greatest strengths, because he can score over anyone and everyone. Unlike most big men, Nikola's the definition of a three-level scorer, as he can finish at the rim, drain middies, and sink shots from beyond the arc. I mean, once the Joker gets going, he's unstoppable. And Anthony Davis knows this better than anyone else, as the Joker sank one of the craziest buzzer beaters over him in the 2023 Western Conference Finals. AD's defense was phenomenal, but Nikola drilled the deep three like it was nothing, so all Davis could do was shake his head in disbelief. While he wasn't this good right off the bat, he's been a scoring machine since the 2021 season, as he averaged 26.4 points that year, and followed it up with a spectacular average of 27.1 points during his 2022 campaign, while he put up nearly 25 in the 2023 season. Not to mention, Nikola scored 40 or more points in numerous games, while he's got jaw-dropping career highs of 50 points in the regular season and 53 in the playoffs. Though what's even scarier is the fact that unlike most players, his numbers get better rather than worse in the playoffs. Following his unreal 2023 postseason run, the Joker's averaging an impressive 27.5 points per contest across 68 games in the playoffs. But what really places Nikola in a league of his own is his insane efficiency. The game's seen a ton of fantastic scorers, yet a lot of them were never the most efficient. So even though dudes like Allen Iverson and Tracy McGrady racked up points for their team, they were also missing way too many shots. That isn't the case with Jokic, as he shoots 55.3% from the field for his career despite taking shots from downtown, while he converts on almost 83% of his free throws, which is something that very few centers can say. As for Nikola's three-point shooting, he cashes in on nearly 35%. The Joker's efficiency was on a whole other level during the 2023 season, as he made 63.2% of his field goals and 38.3% of his shots from beyond the arc. And surprise, surprise, he keeps up the terrific shooting splits in the postseason as well. But that begs the question, what's his secret to scoring at will while being so efficient? When it comes to his three-point shooting, he can thank those insanely long arms of his, though he also deserves credit for his shot form, because it's flawless. Whenever the Joker attempts a jump shot, his release point's above his head, and once he gets the shot off, he always has the perfect amount of arc on it, as he keeps his right arm completely straight, allowing him to shoot over everyone. Moving on to Nikola's ability to score inside the paint, it's his 6'11", 284-pound frame that allows him to bully his foes at the rim. No matter who's in front of the Serb, he'll find a way to outmuscle them and get the 2 points, so it's nightmarish having to guard this dude. Though everyone knows that if you want to be seen as a legitimate big man, then you need to be a spectacular rebounder. And luckily for the 2023 Finals MVP, he's one of the best at grabbing boards. The Joker's been collecting rebounds like crazy since his rookie year when he averaged 7 a game, but those numbers are nothing compared to when he put up nearly 14 in the 2022 season, and 11.8 during his 2023 campaign. Plus, Nikola's grabbed 19 or more boards on several occasions, while his career high currently stands at 27. The Serb's so good at grabbing rebounds that he averages 10.5 for his career in the regular season and 12.1 in the playoffs. Sheesh. He was at his rebound-grabbing best in Game 1 of the 2023 Western Conference Finals, as he collected 16 of them in the first half. Clearly, he's in a league of his own when it comes to cleaning up the glass, but considering the fact that he's a center, his rebounding skills shouldn't surprise you too much, though his passing should. Centers are never expected to be facilitators, yet the Joker is one of the greatest playmakers in NBA history, making him the most complete player of the modern era. I mean, this dude can throw every single pass in the book, and it'll find its way to his teammates each time. Nikola's got a ton of moves in his arsenal, including no-lookers, bullet passes, or even outlet passes, and he throws all of them with so much accuracy that it's like watching poetry in motion. Sure, there have been some big men like Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell who were good passers, but Jokic is leagues ahead of him because he's out there looking like prime Magic Johnson. After all, he set the record for the most assists by a center in the finals when he had 14 against Miami in 2023. Plus, he's averaging 6.6 dimes per contest for his career, and he put up nearly 10 a game in the 2023 season. As expected, the story's the same for his assist numbers in the playoffs, with him averaging 7.3 dimes per contest. What's more, once he racked up 18 assists back in the 2021 season, while he has a bunch of games with 14 or more dimes, and that's insane for a center. The cherry on top's his assist-to-turnover ratio, since it rests at 2.27 to 1. With numbers like this, I'd go as far as to say that he's a better playmaker than every point guard in the NBA right now. To make things worse for his opponents, the Joker's also a menace on defense. So once he terrorizes teams on offense, he does the same thing on the other end of the floor. When the Serbian first entered the league, his defense was bad. But Nikola's the type of guy who wants to be great at everything. So he worked on his defense, and now he's one of the best defenders in the NBA. Whether he's up against dudes like LeBron, AD, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or even Joel Embiid, you better believe that the athlete can get a stop for his team. Plus, he averages 1.2 steals with his career high of 7 coming in his first MVP season, but his defensive rating of 109.6 during the 2023 season was even more impressive since it was one of the best in the league. It's rare for the basketball gods to bless us with such amazing two-way players, but when they do, these players make a lot of history. And the Joker's no exception. If you want to be seen as one of the greatest to ever do it, then you need to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. And that's exactly what Nikola's done so far. Not only is he a 2-time league MVP, but he's also got 1 ring along with a finals MVP. Plus, he set so many records thanks to his elite play on both ends of the floor. Jokic has the fastest triple-double in NBA history. He's the first player to record at least 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season, and he's got the most triple-doubles by a center in the regular season as well as the playoffs, while also being the first athlete in league history to drop 30, 20, and 10 in a finals game. Not to mention, Jokic is also the first player to record 4 consecutive 20-point triple-doubles in the postseason. But the scary part is that these aren't even all of the records he's set. What's more, he's in the middle of his prime. So imagine how much damage he'll do by the time he retires. Based on everything I've told you so far, it's clear that Nikola's one of the greatest to ever do it. But for a player to cement themselves as the best, they need to have the clutch gene. And Jokic has it, as he can hit unreal shots in the clutch like they're nothing. The Serb made 28 of the 55 shots he attempted in the clutch during the 2023 regular season, which is good for nearly 51%, while he went 46 for 93 in the clutch during his 2022 campaign. But one of his greatest shots under pressure came in January 2023, when he hit a step-back 3 to win the game against the Orlando Magic. Then there's his spectacular game winner against the 76ers back in the 2020 season, and the list goes on. I guess you can call Jokic Mr. Clutch, because he's got nerves of steel and ice in his veins. So, from the Joker being able to drain shots in the clutch like they're nothing, to his elite scoring that allows him to rack up points like crazy, this was why Nikola Jokic is one of the best NBA players yet.